Welcome to DataGrows. I'm going to take you through navigating the app. This is the clients table once you have successfully uploaded it via the data upload, and you'll see all of the details that you have brought in as well as the tasks that you have switched on for them. If you then come to a task table like the firm and ad hoc tasks, you'll see that it is empty to begin with. This is a manual table, so you'll need to add a record and then select from a drop-down list of tasks. These are sort of admin tasks and non-regular tasks for clients as well as the firm, and you can then select them here and track them through. So if you select asset verification for that client, you can then give it a status in progress. You can assign an accountant to it as well as a partner or manager if necessary. You can make quite extensive notes and assign a due date. If you click save and edit, you will then be able to work on that record. If you had to click save and new, you can then create a new record. Our status column for each of our task tables, we have completed, in progress, and not started as statuses. And this is how you will take a task from the active table to the archive table that it is assigned to. And so you can track through history and only have the incomplete tasks in your current table. So if I click complete and save, then the task will be in the archive table. We have a timekeeping function to allow your staff to keep track of their time, and there are billing integrations as well. So you time by selecting a record, highlighting it, and clicking play, and you will see that the timer starts and it tells you the client you are working on as well as the name of the task in brackets. If you go to our time log table or time log department, you'll see the time log table has all of the log time for the various clients and accountants. You can sort and filter, which I'll show you, and any time that does not have an end time is an active task being timed. So you can see mine over there does not have an end time because that is the timer that is running. Okay, I can push stop here, and if I've made any errors, simply click on the time record and change the duration. So if you forget to push stop over a weekend, you can then amend your time accordingly. You can also make notes, but the note from your task table will also populate here, which makes things really easy when you're trying to do billing because any notes that the staff make are going to pull through. Okay, remember to set up your rounding, your time rounding in the firm settings under setup. That is going to tell us how you do your billing and how your invoices are populated. So that's going to affect the time log table. Okay. We have quite a few departments on the left here, and you will see if you click on them, the various clients that you switched on. We're going to schedule the current month for you. Accounting, we do also schedule 1 month prior. So you're going to, for example, see May and June tasks in your particular table, simply because May is the completed month. But if you need to do anything in the current month, you can track it there as well. And any clients here where I marked how I receive the bank statements are going to reflect here. We have introduced an automated email to clients that will be sent to the contact person of that particular client, copying in the assigned accountant, requesting the bank statements for the previous month. They won't receive one for June yet, but they will receive one for May if the statement is not marked as received. And then you can track through the accounting task and again time for any of them as you work. Okay. We then have the VAT returns. This is for all of the clients that you select VAT, as well as specify the VAT type that they are. So if they're an even, odd, or monthly vendor, we also have an option for biannual. You can then see them here with their applicable due date to SARS, and it's to the working day, so that you don't miss any of these and pay that penalty. We then have tasks under SIP-C, things like annual returns, and again, a manual table for any company changes that you need to track through. Under financials and tax, for companies, we schedule financial statements, but you can also add individuals and sole proprietors manually. We then have various payroll tasks that are quite self-explanatory, and tax tasks like income tax individuals with the corrected SARS due date, provisional tax returns based on a company's year end. So you'll see first, second period with the correct due dates based on their year end, so that you never miss a return there. And then we have various SARS tasks as well. There are over 20 of them now that you can select from. It will count in working days once you've uploaded your documents, so that you know when you can escalate with SARS. We also do cater for turnover tax clients for the first, second, and third payments, and the various steps that you need to account for. And then again, as I said, we have our time log function. Pay careful attention to the tables in the setup. If these are not completed, then your various integrations will not work as intended. You can filter on any column. You can also sort. And what's really nice is that the filters stay once you select them. So you can see I searched for fit and this client came up, and now I have an active filter at the top there. I can change the filter by clicking on it, or I can clear the filter by clicking on its X. But if you navigate away and come back, your filter will still be there. So you don't need to redo it if you're focusing on one particular client. You can also bulk complete tasks. So if you do upload your data and you find a whole bunch of tasks have been scheduled that you have already completed for the month, you can select them, and then we have a mark complete action at the top there. And if you've ticked a few and you click run, they will be archived. So you don't need to open each record one by one. In time authorized, you as the admin will have this table, and you can then mark time that you've approved as invoice pending. You can mark it as internal, in other words, not to be billed, or you can mark it as already invoiced if you've done so externally. And time that you then mark as pending, if you click run, will move to the time invoice pending table. And you can at any point again make changes. You'll see the status changed. And under setup, we have a process called generate invoices. If you have correctly set up your rate groups and rates, and you click generate invoices and change the action to process, it's going to use the setup in the firm settings of your invoice date and create invoices for all of the clients who have been assigned rate groups. And you will then see them in the invoice table. They will be numbered sequentially, and all of the details will be there. And if you click on a record and go to invoice lines, you will then see the detail that made up that particular invoice. We have quite a few sub navigations that you can work through. So if you, for example, create a SARS task by clicking on Add Record and select the client, make notes, you can select the status in progress, assign an accountant, give a period. If, for example, it's a VAT return verification, you can specify which period. You can specify an internal due date. You can make notes of a SARS appointment date, the case number, and again, assign it to a partner or manager. And then if you click Save and Edit, you'll see the subtask appears for the various documents required to complete this record. Again, you can make notes, dates that you requested and received them, and then wherever available, there is a template to download for a form. We have given you the option there, and a blank form will download to be completed. Okay, we hope that that answers all of your questions, but feel free to contact support@mydatagrows.com if there's anything that we can assist you with. Thank you.